Okay, okay, check it. Okay, clear alla?
Imagine a place where peace and tranquility blossom. A place that brings the balance of life back to you. A place that truly reflects who you are. Welcome to Tranquil, the new paradigm in real estate in the UAE. We aim to
Starting പറഞ്ഞതൊന്നും വന്നിട്ടില്ല. ഇപ്പോൾ ഓക്കെ ആണോ? ചെക്ക്. സ്റ്റാർട്ടിംഗ് തൊട്ട് പറയണോ? സ്റ്റാർട്ടിംഗ് തൊട്ട് ചെയ്യണോ? At DCS Arena, number 3. It's an all Kerala derby between Kochi Kingsmen and Sloggers, Kerala Super Kings. Toss was won by Kochi and they have put Kerala Super Kings into bat. We are witnessing the second day. The thriller continues at the Tranquil Developers YOUSELECTS in the two batsmen for Sloggers Kerala Super Kings. Okay. To Suraj to bowl to Ratish. He backs it through the cover region for a boundary. That's the first hit to the fence for Ratish Rajan. He's started off with a flurry. Score on to 6 after 4 deliveries. It is Suraj opening the bowling for Kochi Kingsmen. It's an all Kerala derby. Kochi versus Kerala Super Kings. Off the pads, a quick single by both the batsmen, bringing back Hari Krishna on strike. A left-right combination troubling the fielders in the initial part of the game. It's 7 with no loss after 5 deliveries into the first over. You're witnessing an all Kerala derby here. We are live from the DCS YOUSELECTS arena at RAHMANIA, Sharjah. A bit of indecisive running could have been a casualty. Sent back after a start. That's the end of the first over from Suraj, conceding 7 runs. To take you through the squads again for Sloggers, Kerala Super Kings, captained by Akhil Mohan, Arun Anthony, Azim Ashraf, Faisal Ahmed, Hari Krishna, Jermaine Fernandez, Rajiv Menon, Ratish Rajan, Sakir, Shafiq bin Ashraf, Sujit and VVG. For Kochi Kingsmen, captained by Venu Nair, Abhinav, Abhijit, Anish Vidyasagar, Arjun K. Ramesh, Arjun P, Jeff Insad, Krishnan, Matthew George, Meeraj Raj, Riaz Abdullah and Suraj. Kochi Kingsmen winning the toss and putting Sloggers Kerala Super Kings into bat. The 2 batsmen in the middle is Ratish Rajan and Hari Krishnan. Suraj started proceedings, conceding 7 runs off his first over. And accompanying him with the new ball is Abhijit. A bit of a pacey delivery to begin with, signalled wide by the official. So that takes the score on to 8. So it's Abhijit to Ratish Rajan. Kochi Kingsmen have a mixed bag of players. It's a young brigade with some good experienced heads in the team. Likewise, it's all passion and experience with Sloggers Kerala Super Kings. So it's Abhijit to Ratish Rajan yet again, a pacey delivery. Good fielding of his own bowling. He started off well, generating some good pace. He is bowling to Ratish. Ratish on 5 of 5 deliveries so far, and Hari Krishnan yet to get off the mark. And 3 runs coming off extras. A loud shout for a caught behind. Turned down by the umpire. Adjudged not out. A loud shout for a caught behind. Some aggressive intent shown by the Kochi team. The 2 officials in the middle, Nibin Srinivasan and Tanveer Bhatt. We are witnessing yet another exciting encounter in Tranquil Developers YOUSELECT Indian Premier League. Played at RAHMANIA DCS YOUSELECTS Arena in Sharjah. A total tournament of 16 teams fighting it out for the coveted trophy of the Indian Premier League champions. It's Abhijit to Ratish, a slower delivery, hit straight down the ground towards the mid-off region, just a single. That's yet another single. The first runs off the bat in this over, the other coming by a wide. Score at 9 with 1 ball to go. A very interesting contest, an all Kerala derby. It's Abhijit to Hari Krishna for the first time this evening. A pacey delivery. A loud shout for a leg before and turned down by the official Nibin. That brings the end to an excellent over, just 2 off it. At the end of 2 overs, Sloggers Kerala Super Kings are on 9 for no loss. Hari Krishnan playing 4 deliveries and yet to get off the mark. Ratish Rajan on 6 of 8 deliveries. It's Suraj to continue. Conceded 7 runs of his first over. That's 5 off the bat and 2 via byes and a leg bye. It's Suraj to Ratish Rajan. Let's head straight to the mid-off fielder, that is Riaz Abdullah, making no mistake, a sitter straight into his hands, and that's the first wicket in the form of Ratish Rajan, the first batsman to walk back to the pavilion for Sloggers Kerala Super Kings. A silent second over forced him into a shot, hitting it straight to mid-off, straight into the hands of Riaz Abdullah, who takes a sitter. And Suraj with the wicket on the cards, and Kingsmen start their onslaught with the first wicket in the 3rd over. They've had 2 excellent overs in the first 2. Just 9 runs conceded in the first 2 overs. Keeping in mind it is the power play and the first innings. This ground is pretty much known for its high scoring games, and starting off in classical fashions of pushing the batting team on the back foot is a rare sight, and these bowlers from Kochi are doing a great job, just what the captain ordered. Both teams led by experienced captains on ground. Firstly, Kochi Kingsmen led by Vinu Nair, and Sloggers Kerala Super Kings by Akhil Mohan. A new batsman walking in is Azim Ashraf at the fall of Ratish Rajan. Gets off the mark. The very first delivery that he faces. Score moving on to 10 for 1. We are in the 3rd over. So it's Hari Krishnan, yet to get off the mark, having faced 4 deliveries. That's a crisp hit down the ground. No chance for the mid-off fielder. Just rockets into the boundary straight down. And he gets off the mark with a boundary, a classical fashion. It's a delight to watch the lefties when they play straight batted. A change in the field. Mid off goes to long off, and long on comes the mid on. It's Suraj to Hari Krishnan, flicked off the pads towards the deep square leg region. Just a piece of fielding by Krishnan there. The left-right combination literally troubling the sides here. Too many adjustments in the field, as in when the batsmen switch. So it's Suraj to Azim with a full toss, just flicks it off its pad towards the fine leg fence for yet another boundary. Azim scoring his first boundary of the evening. Played delicately, full toss treated with maximum. Scored towards the fine leg fence. The bowler cannot deviate from the line, but has outside off length. An excellent piece of running, and unnecessary. What should have runs off it. Suraj proving to be a touch. 12 runs conceded. It's Abhijit. He stopped a certain boundary via, it could have been a boundary, there's no. He had to make a lot of ground. He has some discomfort on his leg at this moment with that excellent save that he did, which could have been a certain boundary. So it's Abhijit bowling to Hari Krishna. And that's a snooter of a delivery, beating the batsman completely. The batsman was surprised with the pace and bounce that this man is generating. Abhijit definitely bowling with some venom. Leg by signaled. And Sloggers Kerala Super Kings Good pacey delivery fended off by Azim. A quick single. These batsmen need to succumb the pressure of this excellent bowling by the Kochi Kingsmen team. They have to create a partnership to score big. Both these batsmen. Abhijit to Hare Krishna. He goes big. Treating Abhijit with a real huge massive six. Over long off. It's a massive hit in the context of the game with this man, the way this man has been bowling. And Hare Krishnan has yet other plans. An excellent shot with the first match. So it's Hare Krishnan. With that massive mammoth six of Abhijit.
Requesting the owner of a black Tesla, Dubai registration X66359.
An excellent comeback delivery.
Black Tesla, Dubai X66359.
Beautiful comeback delivery from Abhijit. Beating Hare Krishnan. And that's a slow full toss. Yet again treated with the maximum bounty over off.
Once again requesting the owner of a black Tesla, Dubai registration.
2 sixes and so it's Suraj to continue his third. Is the fifth over of the first innings, the fifth over of power play. It's been an even Stevens contest. First 2 overs going to Kochi Kingsmen, and the next 2 with Sloggers, Kerala Super Kings. It's Azim to face Suraj. Short delivery placed to the gap between the short third and the gully fielder. And that's yet another boundary. Score on to 39. 1 ball into the fifth over. A good piece of comeback delivery from Suraj. Batsman playing it back to the bowler. Hard lengths. Again with on off, batsman missing it, looking to cut the delivery. Four runs of 3 deliveries so far. And it's 39 for 1 after 4.3. The previous match in this ground, so 400 runs being scored. Suraj to Azim, firmly hit delivery down the ground. Good piece of fielding by Jaffin there. It was hit powerfully down the ground. Just a single at the lefty-righty combination, troubling the Kochi Kingsmen fielders. It's a good contest so far, just losing 1 wicket in the form of Ratish Rajan. Both these batsmen have upped the ante then. It's Hari Krishnan on 17, Azim Ashraf on 13. Both striking at 150 plus. Hit uppishly, falling short of the cover fielder. Hari Krishnan living dangerously. A tentative push for a ball but was wide, just falling short of the cover fielder. Suraj to bowl the last ball of the 5th over to Hari Krishnan, firmly hit down the ground. Some work for Jeffin at a long off. Just a single, and with that we come to the end of 5 overs. It's 41 for 1 after 5. So we have a change in bowling, the first change. We are on the last over of the power play, witnessing an all Kerala derby between Kochi Kingsmen and Sloggers Kerala Super Kings. Last over of the power play to be bowled by Arjun Ramesh. Fiercely struck boundary to invite Arjun. Long off, no chance for the fielder there. A fear from Hari Krishnan. Good piece of fielding by the skipper Venu Nair. Hari Krishnan with that double moves on to 24 of 15 with 2 hits to the fence and 2 maximums. And the maximums have literally been mammoth sixes. So it's urgent. Wide long on, no chance for mid-wicket fielder, and it goes to the boundary. 10 of the overs so far. We are in the last over of the power play of the first innings. It's 50 on the board, 51 for 1 in 5.4 overs. It's Krishnan doing the majority of the scoring. He scored 28 of 17. Azim Ashraf on 13 of 8. Partnership worth 42. Yet again a massive hit over the fence. 16 runs so far of this over with 1 ball to go. Score on to 57 for 1. The move of bringing a spinner into attack with the legs towards the leg fielder. Some good piece of fielding. Krishnan doing majority of the scoring. 36 of 19 deliveries what he has scored. And Azim Ashraf on 13 of 8.
After 18 overs, it's 176 for 6.
എൻ്റെ വോയിസ് ഒന്ന് എനിക്ക് കേൾപ്പിച്ച് വരെ എങ്ങനെ വരുന്നത് ഇത്തിരി ഒന്ന് പഴയ ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റുമോ ഹലോ
Honey.
It's been an exciting contest so far.
And
After initial 2 excellent overs, it's been Kochi Kingsmen being taken to task in the next 4. So we are back in action after the power play. Score on 59 for 1 after an initial loss of wicket. Both these batsmen making excellent comebacks. They put the team right back on track. We have a change in bowling. It's Abhinav Vyas who's come in to bowl. An excellent leg spinner, very deceptive with his change of pace and turn. He starts off with a dot. The partnership is worth 50 runs from 24 deliveries. Krishnan on 36 of 19 and Azim Ashraf 13 of 9. He goes to the pitch of the ball and treats it with dismay, sends it over the long on fence for a maximum. That's gone all the way into the long on fence. There is no room for error for the bowlers here. 65 on board, 6.2 overs. Both these batsmen on a roll. A short delivery, hit like a bullet. No chance for the short cover fielder. Just goes like a tracer bullet into the fence of extra cover. That's 10 runs of 3 deliveries so far. Score on to 69. Both these batsmen have made their intentions very clear. They want to go for it. So it's Abhinav yet again to Azim. Is it an attempt for a stumping? He tries stepping down, but back in time. Keeper not collecting it clearly, but still ricocheting off his glove into the stumps. So that's 4 balls into the 7th. 10 runs so far. That too a boundary and a maximum from Azim. Again, a good delivery to come back. Excellent piece of bowling by Abhinav. He's come back well so far. 3 dots, 1 boundary and a 6 in this over. 1 ball to go. 10 runs. The last ball of the 7th. Short ball, wide called. A rare extra in this innings. Extras totaling up to 5 so far. Score on to 70 for 1. 1 ball to go for the 7th. Good delivery, respected, just flicked off the pads, just a single. Fielding done by the bowler himself, and that's the end of 7 overs. 71 for 1 at the end of 7. Yet another change in the bowling. The skipper brings himself on. Vinu Nair into bowl. It's a wily campaigner bowling to the destructive caliber of a batsman like Azim Ashraf. His partner has been no mug. Hari Krishnan playing on 36 of 19 deliveries. And Azim on 24 of 14. Both with 3 hits to the boundaries. Whereas Hari Krishnan 3 maximums to add up to. With 1 maximum for Azim coming in the previous over from Abhinav. Venu starts off with a leg side wide. He's a bowler with almost 464 wickets. That's 2 back-to-back wides to begin with. Vinu to Azim. Powerfully hit towards cover. Good piece of fielding by Krishnan. Just 1 run bringing Hari Krishnan on strike. Vinu Nair to Hari Krishnan for the first time this evening. So Vinu Nair bowling to Hari Krishna. Plays it with soft hands towards point. A quick single, good piece of running and coordination between both the batsmen. They complete the single easily. Four runs conceded so far for two deliveries. We are in the 8th over at DCS YOUSELECTS Arena, ground number 3. Azim playing it off the back foot, just a single through the cover region. Good piece of tidying up done by Krishna. Brings the lefty back on strike. So it's Vinu to Hari Krishnan. A huge one that's hit high up in the air. It keeps the fielder interesting. It sails over its head. That's yet another maximum from Hari Krishna. He moves on to 43 of 21. He's striking at 200 plus with 4 maximums and 3 hits to the fence. He's on 43 of 21. It's a very aggressive partnership between these two batsmen. 73 runs of 33 deliveries so far. Good comeback delivery from Vinu. Goes back to the bowler. It is the last ball of the 8th over, score on 82. Again steps down and that's out of the park. A maximum. He moves on to 49 with 5 maximums. Score on 88 after 8 overs. It's 88 on the board after 8 overs. We have yet another change in the bowling. It's a medium pacer coming on after spin being treated for a maximum monty by both these batsmen. It's Riaz Abdullah into the attack to bowl to Azim Ashraf. So Riaz to start his first over to Azim Ashraf. Start down the leg. Starts off with a wide. That's one more run added to the total. 89 on the board. Riaz to Azim. Starts with a shorter one. Cutting it towards gully for a quick single. Brings back Hari Krishnan, who's on 49. He's one shot off his 50. He scored 49 of 23 balls. He's striking at 213 at this moment. "90 runs on the board into the 9th over. On the body, a quick single Good piece of running by both these batsmen. They kept their calling crisp. It's the 50 for Hari Krishna. He reaches the landmark of 24 deliveries, striking at 208. What a player this man is, with 5 maximums and 3 boundaries. He's reached his landmark of 50. Can he carry on to make it big for the team here? Sloggers, Kerala Super Kings. Batsman responding, a full toss, a freebie to Azim, and treated, just guiding the ball towards the fine leg fence. The identical way he got off the mark as well of Suraj, a freebie, just guided it towards the fine leg boundary. He moves on to 31 of 18. Both these batsmen have set a base for the rest to follow, or is it these two men looking to up the ante in the upcoming overs to see the team score past the 200 mark? So it's Riaz to Azim, played with soft hands. They complete a quick single in the vacant region. So with that single, Azim moves on to 32 of 19, and Hari Krishna just completing his half century to face Riaz Abdullah now. A short delivery, hit in the gap, some good piece of fielding by Matthew, restricting a bound, could have been a boundary. It's a good save, and with that we come to the last ball of the 9th over. Score on 97 for 1. So that's some good pace from Riaz Abdullah, beating a shot. And with that is score on 1 after 9. Yet another pacer who's come in to bowl. He's bowling his first over and the 10th for Kochi Kingsmen. We are witnessing an exciting encounter at DCS YOUSELECTS Arena, ground number 3, between Sloggers Kerala Super Kings and Kochi Kingsmen. Anish to bowl the destructive Hari Krishna, who's the 50 mark in the previous over. Starts off with a pacey delivery, wide called by the umpire. They're trying to keep the ball away from this batsman. He's been pretty strong and he's been dealing for a maximum Monty with anything that's kept within his arc. He is not holding back anything. A change in field, square leg comes in and third man goes back. It's kind of a wideish third man. It's hit in the air. It's the skipper himself who's in the mid-wicket fence, falling well short of him. Just a single brings back Azim on strike. So it's Azim to face Anish Vidyasagar. A score of 99, just one short of the 100-run mark. We are just into the 10th over. of the innings. It's a very interesting witnessing these bats. 42 deliveries. As mentioned earlier, both these batsmen are pretty destructive. Let's see what I against Azim. Flicked off the pads towards the square leg region. It's Abhijit. They would not want to chance his arm. An excellent piece of fielding and an excellent call by both these batsmen. Turning down the double. They have gauged their fielders well, and with that is the 100 up on the board for Sloggers Kerala Super Kings. In 9.2 overs, they are on 100 for 1. Just 1 wicket back in the pavilion in the form of Rajan, going down at the score of 9. Powerfully hit, ricochets off the cover fielder into the boundary. Though a half it had to reach the fence. And with that, score on to 104 and Harikrishnan on to 56 of 27. A change of pace delivery from Manish. Excellent comeback after a fierce strike in the previous ball from Harikrishna. That's one more run added to the score and to Harikrishna. He moves on to 57. And strike back with Azim Ashraf, who's playing on 33 of 21 deliveries. Partnership worth 96 of 45 deliveries. If you look at the partnership has been a striking of over 200. Down the ground, it's down the leg and just guided on its way towards the fine leg fence by Azim. They complete 2, with that score moving on to 107 with 1 ball to go before the change of ends. It's 98 runs, the partnership, from 46 deliveries. Last 5 overs have accumulated 67 runs. They're scoring at almost over 13 and over. That's yet another single, and with that we come to the end of 10 overs. 108 for 1 after 10. We take a small break, we change ends, and we come back to witness the second half of the first innings. The target of 108 on board.
Define luxury living with iconic developments that blend architectural brilliance and unmatched sophistication. At Tranquil, we don't just build homes, we craft lifestyles. Our residential projects are peaceful havens amidst the bustling cityscape, crafted with cutting-edge design and unparalleled craftsmanship. Led by visionaries and supported by a carefully selected team of experts, we use the finest materials and latest trends to create homes of unparalleled quality. At Tranquil, we harness quality, innovation, and sustainability to create value for investors and enhance the communities we serve, setting new benchmarks for refined living. Tranquil Infra Developers, building the future, one serene home at a time. Dubai, a land of endless opportunities, where innovation and sustainability thrive, where no dreams are too big. This is a city that never sleeps, a destination where life moves faster than time. Now, imagine a place where peace and tranquility blossom, a place that brings the balance of life back to you, a place that truly reflects who you are. Welcome to Tranquil, the new paradigm in real estate in the UAE. We aim to redefine luxury living with iconic developments that blend architectural brilliance and unmatched sophistication. At Tranquil, we don't just build homes, we craft lifestyles. Our residential projects are peaceful havens amidst the bustling cityscape, crafted with cutting-edge design and unparalleled craftsmanship. Led by visionaries and supported by a carefully selected team of experts, we use the finest materials and latest trends to create homes of unparalleled quality. At Tranquil, we harness quality, innovation, and sustainability to create value for investors and enhance the communities we serve, setting new benchmarks for refined living. Tranquil Infra Developers, building the future, one serene home at a time. Dubai, a land of endless opportunities, where innovation and sustainability thrive, where no dreams are too big. This is a city that never sleeps.
The second half. And it's Riaz being treated with the maximum in his first delivery post the start of the second half of the first innings. With that, it's the 100 partnership between both these players. They have literally dismantled the bowling attack of Kochi Kingsmen. That's again into the legs and into the gap. No chance for the short fine fielder. Right in the gap between the keeper and the short fine fielder. That's 10 runs of 2 balls. Score on 219. Partnership worth 109. 2 balls into the 11th. Set crisply down the ground towards the long off region. Good piece of fielding by Jeffin. Just a single. Score on 219 for 1. 3 balls into the 11th over. Striking at over 10 and over now. So Riaz to hurry A short bouncer, a slower one, beating the batsman. Both these batsmen well set and they're striking the ball and they're seeing it like a football. Four balls into the 11th. Already 11 of it so far. That's an upper shot. Is that going over the fence? Yes, it is. Yet another maximum from Hari. He's very strong with the straight bat. Most of his sixes coming through maximums has been his scoring pattern. It's been the Hari Krishna and Nazim show so far. Partnership already worth 116 runs. A good delivery, trying to pull top edge over the keeper for yet another boundary in this over. So that's 129 on the board. A 21 run over from Riaz Abdullah. He's gone for 30 of his 2 overs. Kochi Kingsmen trying all possible options. They have bought back their ace in the form of Abhijit. He's conceded just 15 from his 2. That 2 maximum runs going off his second over, where Hari Krishna had tonked him for 2 maximums down the ground. It's Abhijit to bowl to Azim, who's on 45 of 26 deliveries. 129 on the board, just 1 wicket from 11 overs. There has been no half measures from both these batsmen. When they're hitting it, they're giving it the full Mounty. That's again a hit over extra cover. No chance for the fielder there. That's yet another boundary to Azim. With that, he moves on to 49 of 27 deliveries with 2 hits to the fence and 2 maximums. Both these batsmen batting really well. They have taken the Kochi Kingsmen bowlers to task. A boundary over the wide long off fielder. And that's a score on 133 into the 12th over. Excellent shot, crisply struck towards the extra cover fence. Just a single, and that brings the 50 for Azim. That's 50 of 28 deliveries, and the partnership worth 125 from 55 deliveries. It's a mayhem that we are witnessing from both these batsmen. The think tank of Kochi Kingsmen under a lot of pressure. Change of field for Hari Krishna. He is batting on 67 of 31, striking over 200. He scored more sixes than boundaries. He's had 6 sixes and 5 hits to the fence so far. trying all possible options to break this partnership. Played with soft hands through the gap. Good pace of running from the batsman. What seemed like a single, they have converted into a double. They're proving that it's just not sixes and fours. They definitely have a better understanding in the middle when it comes to running between wickets. That's Abhijit, nice pacey full toss. A low full toss converted by Hari Krishna. He moves on to 70 of 33. Giving him company is Azim, who just reached his 50 this over. He's on 50 of 28. Partnership worth 128 from 57 deliveries. Excellent change of pace from Abhijit, beating the batsman. It's been a delight to watch both these batsmen. They're scoring well. Last ball of the 12th over, score on 137. A pacey delivery, flicked off the pads. The ball travels into no man's land and goes to the boundary. There was no protection in that area for Abhijit, and that's yet another boundary to end the over. Score moves on to 141 after 12 overs, 8 overs left to go. A very interesting contest here. Both these batsmen have put on a show. It's a partnership worth 132 from 59 deliveries.
A destination where life moves faster than time. Now, imagine a place where peace and tranquility blossom. A place that brings the balance of life back to you.
So it's 12 overs into the
A
first
place
innings
that truly reflects who
of
you
the
are.
Sunday evening All-Kerala Derby.
Welcome
At Tranquil
to
Developers,
Tranquil,
YOUSELECTS
the new
Indian Premier League
paradigm in real
Day
estate
2
in the UAE.
of the tournament.
We aim to redefine
What an
luxury living
contest we
with
have
iconic
witnessed so
developments
far.
that blend architectural
teams
brilliance
equally
and
matched.
unmatched sophistication.
Most of the
Tranquil,
matches go
we
to the
don't just
wire.
build homes, we
And what a
craft
game.
lifestyles.
What a tournament. The spirit of the
Our
nation.
residential projects are peaceful havens
In
amidst the bustling cityscape, crafted with cutting-edge design and unparalleled craftsmanship.
At
Led by visionaries
arena.
and supported by a carefully selected team of
Sharjah.
experts, we use the finest materials and
Arjun being brought back into the attack. It's a good start for Arjun, keeping the ball away from Hari Krishna. He was taken to task in his first over, considering the fact he was bowling the last over of the power play. Conceded 18. So Hari Krishna facing Arjun. First ball was a dot, now is a wide. The pressure being shown on Kochi Kingsmen here. Some excellent guile from Arjun. Arjun K. Ramesh. The go-to man for Kingsmen. The Kochi Kingsmen have gone back to him in spite of him conceding 18 of his first. He's bowled two excellent deliveries. The third one down the ground towards long off. Strike given back to Azim. With that single, Hari Krishna moves on to 71 of 36. The first time we're seeing his strike rate below the 200 mark. Strike back with Azim now, who is playing on 54 of 30. Partnership with 134 of 62. A quicker delivery, just flicked off the pads towards the fine leg fence. Good piece of fielding there by the fielder, restricting it to just 2. What seemed to be a certain boundary. Score on to 145, 4 balls into the 13th over. 2 more legit deliveries to be bowled in this over from Arjun K. Ramesh. He is bowling to Azim Ashraf. Comes round the wicket. They're content with a single, playing it to the cover fielder. Just a single, bringing back Hari Krishna on strike. Score on 146. Just 5 runs conceded so far in this over, with 1 ball to go. Score on 146, partnership with 137 of 64 deliveries. Good piece of fielding by Abhijit there, and a good throw straight to the keeper, rushing the batsman to complete the single. And with that we come to the end. Score on 147 for the loss of 1 wicket.
Friends to create homes of unparalleled quality. At Tranquil, we harness quality, innovation and sustainability to create value for investors and enhance the communities we serve, setting new benchmarks for refined living. Tranquil Infra Developers, building the future, one serene home at a time.
Keeper, man behind the wickets, is Arjun P. He slogs the shot down too long off, just a single. Last few deliveries have kept the batsman quiet. Scoring run. A real match on the cards. Yes, 7 overs to go. In short, it's 41 deliveries. The score already on 149. Can Kochi Kingsmen pull it back? A short delivery. It's straight on the ground by Azim. Just a single again. 3 runs so far of 2 deliveries in this over. 2 by the bat and 1 by an extra. That's a full delivery. Good piece of bowling by Venu. He's keeping the batsman guessing with his line and length. Some good piece of bowling by the captain. It's a partnership with 142 here of 68 deliveries. So wide down the leg, running towards the boundary, and yes, it beats the fielder to reach the boundary, and that's 5 runs added to the tally. This is exactly what Kingsmen didn't want. It was a very disciplined over so far, barring the wide. He had kept it tight, had just conceded 4 runs in 3 deliveries, and now it's 9 conceded from the 3. Swept this time between the fine leg and the square leg fielder. They have the square leg in spite of having a deep square leg. They do have a backward square leg as well for some extra protection, but it still goes through the gap for yet another boundary. What started like a very promising over has turned expensive because of the wide 4 runs and now a boundary. That's the 150 runs partnership for both these batsmen. 69 deliveries, 151 is the partnership. What a partnership both these batsmen have put on, Hari Krishna and Azim Ashraf. Playing it sensibly down the ground for yet another single, giving strike back to Hari Krishna. Azim almost nearing Hari Krishna now. Both the batsmen striking at 180 plus. Azim moving on to 63 of 35 and Hari Krishna 74 of 39. Last ball of Vinu's over. Steps down the track, plays it inside out. Falls between 2 fielders and misses it for a boundary. What should have been a stop goes into the fence. Very expensive over comes to an end. 18 runs off it. With that, Vinu reaches 35 runs in 2 overs. Kochi Kingsmen have to pull their socks up. Both these batsmen are taking the game away from the Kochi Kingsmen team. Score on to 165 after 14 overs. The last 6 overs of the first innings. Arjun K. Ramesh to continue. He's bowled an excellent previous over, just conceding 6 runs. The context of the game, keeping it fuller. Azim trying to step down and tonk it, but eventually gets a single towards long on. Hari Krishna back on strike to face Arjun K. Ramesh. An excellent stop. Just a single added. 7 on the board now. 15.2 overs. Azim back on strike. 2 balls, 2 singles. To Azim Ashraf. 2 runs so far from 2 deliveries in this over. That's hit in the straight to Abhijit and he has put down a valiant. Could have been a great catch had he taken it, and that would have seen the partnership being broken. The rare chance given by both these batsmen. These guys have to take even half chances if they have to break this partnership. The Sloggers, Kerala Super Kings batsmen have been all over these bowlers. Arjun K. Ramesh almost providing. He's conceded just 3 runs, 4 deliveries. He steps down and hits the full Monty. You cannot keep him quiet for a long time. That's the 7th of the evening from Hari Krishnan, the 7th maximum. He moves on to 85 of 43. The partnership is worth 165.76. The last ball of the 15th. It was a quiet over so far. 9 already of this in the first 5, and that's played up Ashley. There is cover at the backward point region. Just a single to end the over. That's 10 runs of the over, and that's the end of 15 overs. Score on 175 for 1. Partnership worth 177 deliveries so far. The Kochi Kingsmen have to get this partnership.
Dubai,
Get the
a land of
restricted
endless
here.
opportunities, where
It's
innovation
been able to
and
continue
sustainability
after
thrive,
expensive overs.
where no
Interesting
dreams
to
are
see him
too
back
big.
into the attack to continue.
This is a city that never
He's bowled
sleeps,
well,
a destination
considering
where
bits and
life
pieces.
moves faster than time.
but with the form these
Now,
both batsmen
imagine
are
a
showing,
place where
it
peace
is
and
definitely
tranquility
a tough
blossom,
task for any
a
bowler
place
at
that
this
brings the
point
balance of life
to
back to
restrict
you,
them.
a
It's Vinu
place that
to
truly
Harikrishnan, who's
reflects
on
who you are.
86 of 44. He goes yet again. He moves into the 90s. He moves into the 90s here. He's moved on to 92 of 45 deliveries. Yet again, upping his strike rate over the 200 mark. Partnership worth 172 of 78 deliveries. A tough ask for these bowlers with the form these both batsmen are showing. Keeping it slow through the air and beating Hari Krishnan, who's on 92 now of 46. That's a good piece of thinking from the bowler, changing his pace. He's varying it, keeping the batsman guessing. This strike rate, they will definitely cross the 230 mark. Hit yet again towards square leg, and that's again a maximum. That's the second maximum. With that, he moves on to 98 of 48. Are we going to see the third century? Already 2 centuries, and we are just into the second day of the Tranquil Developers YOUSELECTS Indian Premier League. We have seen 2 centuries so far. Can this be the third? That's hit in the air, falls short of 2 fielders. He moves on to 99 of 49 deliveries. Strike Azim Ashraf to face the last ball from Vinu. He's given it a full Monty, this time over extra cover. That's yet another boundary from Azim. He moves on to 69 of 38. And that's 192 on the board after 16. Partnership worth 183 of 83 deliveries. Hari Krishnan on 99.49. He is just one short of his 100. After the fall of Ratish Rajan's wicket, these both batsmen have capitalized and taken the team to a comfort zone. Partnership 183 runs of 83 deliveries. It's Arjun to continue to Hari. He plays it up in the air. He's on 99 and he goes out on 99. What effort by this batsman. He deserved 100. He's gone out on 99. He's played 50 deliveries. He's taken the team to a comfort zone that could have been a well-deserved 100. Arjun K. Ramesh coming back to bowl some critical overs, and he's picked up wicket and he's broken the partnership worth 183 of 84 deliveries. What a pity to see a batsman out on 99. He deserved a century with the way he played. With 9 maximum, 6 hit to the fence. Of 50 deliveries he's faced, he goes back to the pavilion on 99. It's never too late for the Kochi Kingsmen to pull the games back from here. Score on 192 with just one ball into the 17th. So the new batsman in at the fall of Hari Krishna, who got out on the score of 99, is Faisal Ahmed. The new batsman is Faisal Ahmed. Faisal Ahmed, yet another prolific batsman with almost 8,800 runs from his 481 matches. Facing his first ball against Arjun K. Ramesh. Has to wait to get off the mark. Legged by Ajash in his very first delivery. So it's Arjun pulling back things for the Kochi Kingsmen team. This shows he is the trusted soldier for his captain. Again, straying onto the pads, flicked. They have a cover there. It's Faisal to face Arjun K. Ramesh. That's the first maximum, and what a hit off the mark for Faisal Ahmed. Straight down the ground, a maximum tack. That's yet another 6. These batsmen are 6 hitting machines. That's 6 number 12 in this innings. And that's 200 on the board. In the 17th over, 4 balls into the 17th. That's 200 for 2. If they continue at this rate, they're going at almost 12 and over. If they continue at this rate, they will cross the mark of 240 runs. A quicker ball hits straight down to the long off fielder. Good piece of tidying up there, just a single to it. So we are witnessing The last ball of the day from Arjun K. Ramesh, who's conceded 41 runs so far. That's hit right in the gap. No protection there. Playing it inside out with no chance for the fielder, and they end the over with a boundary. And the score on 205 for 2 after 17 overs. So Arjun K. Ramesh finishing off his spell for the day. 1 for 46 from his 4 overs. It is Anish being brought back into the attack. And it's Faisal Ahmed to face Anish Vidyasagar. He's just bowled 1 over so far, conceding 9 runs off it. Wonder why he was not brought into the attack earlier. Bowled a very good first over. This bowler known for pace and varying in his length. So it's Anish to bowl to Faisal Ahmed, who got off the mark with the maximum down the ground. He's playing on 7 of 3. He's tongued it to cover straight. Oh, a simple chance. A sitter dropped by the fielder. A sitter. He didn't have to move. It was straight into his hands, and he has spilled it. Fielders have to back their bowlers. We are in the business end of the innings. Last 3 overs, they have to pull their socks to keep it to as much as less they can. 6 runs. The final 17 balls of the innings. Azim on 74. He's guided the ball towards the square leg fence. He's dealt with mayhem when anyone has bowled onto his pads. This batsman very strong off his pads. That's yet another boundary added. These batsmen are clearly dealing with boundaries and sixes. They have not let the run rate come down. They're cruising at a run rate of 12 here. The partnership already worth 18 of 7 deliveries between these two batsmen, Azim Ashraf and Faisal Ahmed. It's again played towards the extra cover region. Good piece of fielding by the fielder, restricting it to just a single. We are witnessing the All Kerala Derby at Tranquil Developers YouSelects Indian Premier League. And Anish to Faisal, hit uppishly and convincingly. That's gone out of the park. That's yet another 6 to Faisal. This man looks like a 6-hitting machine. Just 5 deliveries faced and he's already tonked 2 over the fence. That's 217 on the board with 2 balls to go in the 18th. Yeah. It's 4 balls into the 18th. Score on 2-1-7 for 2. Already 10 conceded. In shot, 12 conceded in 4. That's again hit uppishly towards the wide long off region between two fielders, goes into the fence. That's yet again a boundary. These batsmen have clearly made their intentions clear. They're throwing the kitchen sink at it. You bowl, I hit is the mode that these batsmen are playing on. It's 2:21 on the board. With last ball into the 18th. That's again hit straight down the ground. That's yet another boundary. So with that we come to the end of 18 overs. Score on 225 for 2. A very expensive over comes to an end. 20 runs off it from Manish Vidyasagar. Score on to 225 with 2 more overs to go. Can they cross the 250 mark? Is the question. They're scoring at 12.5 an over. So it's their ace. They've brought back for the penultimate over. It's Abhijit coming back to bowl. The lone warrior so far. He's just conceded 27 from his 3. That's a no ball called by the umpire. A full toss. And it's a free hit signalled. A freebie for Faisal. Faisal already on 22 of 7 to face the free hit delivery from Anish. Sorry, it's Abhijit who's in the attack to face the free hit ball from him. Have we spoken too soon? A score of 250 plus on the cards at this moment with the scoring rate they're going at. A no ball called and no ball confirmed by the television umpire. So it's Abhijit to bowl the free hit delivery to Faisal. Hits it straight down the ground. Some tidying up work by Anish there. Score on to 228 for 2. Just one delivery into the 19th. So 5 deliveries to go in the 19th over. Just one ball into the 19th. Already 3 runs conceded. Azim back on strike. He is on 80 of 43. Can he reach the 3-figure mark? Needs 20. Some protection at deep point. Call is for 2. A good call from Faisal to send back Azim. There was no two in it. That's just yet another single. Halfway into the 19th, score on 230 for 2. Sloggers, Kerala Super Kings all over the Kochi Kings at this moment. Let's not forget Kochi to back deep. Game. An excellent delivery right in the block hole towards the mid-wicket region. Good tidying up work done by the long on fielder. 2 runs to the score. Score on with 2 to go in the 19th. $232 for 2 to go in the 19th over. Can they cross the magical mark of 250? He's stung that. He's waited for that change of pace delivery. Hit it for a maximum. That's the third maximum of the evening for Azim Ashraf. Score on to 238 with 7 deliveries to go in this innings. He moves on to 89 of 46 deliveries. Can he score his 100? Up in the air. Is it clear or is it a catch? It's a good save from the fielder there. It's Riaz Abdullah pulling it back what seemed like a maximum. And that's the end of 19 overs. 240 on the board. Some good piece of fielding in the end from Riaz Abdullah. 1 over to go. It is Anish to bowl the last over of the innings. Score on 240 for 2 after 19. Last over of the innings to be bowled by Anish Vidyasagar for Kochi Kingsmen. He was expensive in the previous, conceding 20 runs in the 18th over. They have been bowling really well so far. It's been the Kerala Super Kings team all over the Kochi Kingsmen. He beats Faisal, all ends up. Faisal on 24 of 10 deliveries. Azim Ashraf 91 of 47. Partnership worth 48 of 19 from both these batsmen. Loud appeal for a leg before batsman and taking a single for it. Run signalled by the on-field umpire. Tanveer Butt signalling it runs. 1 more run added to the tally for Sloggers Kerala Super Kings and Faisal Ahmed. Faisal Ahmed moving on to 25 of 11. It's Azim Ashraf on 91. Can he score his 100? He is on 91 of 47 with 11 boundaries and 3 maximums. So it's Anish to bowl to Azim. It's straight down the ground and it's Abhijit there. He misses it. It goes on to the boundary and that's 4 more added to the total of Sloggers Kerala Super Kings, and Azim Ashraf moves on to 95 from 47 deliveries. From 48, 95, 3 balls left, 5 runs for Azim to complete his century. Score on 245, and that's at another boundary. He moves on to 99 of 49. He's on 99 of 49, score on to 249 with 2 balls left into the 20. He beats him completely. He's on 99 of 50 deliveries. Last ball to go. Can he complete his century and get his team over the 250 mark? So it's Anish to Azim, the last ball of the innings. He flicks it into the gap between fine leg and the square leg fielder. He completes his century in the last ball of the innings. He moves on to 103 of 51 deliveries. With that, Sloggers Kerala Super Kings cross over the 250 mark. They have set a target of 254 for the Kochi Kingsmen to achieve and to put their first points on the board in the Tranquil Developers YOUSELECTS Indian Premier League. A high-scoring thriller. The first match in this ground that was played between Kanjangad, Sultans and Malappuram. It was played between Kanjangad and Malappuram. 400 plus runs were scored in this very same wicket. 253 put on by Sloggers Kerala Super Kings in the second match, and 254 runs for the Kochi Kingsmen to achieve. We go for a short break, and when
And it's a 4. It's a half century by Anish Sharma. What a knock. run rate going just above 10.
Hello, check, 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 check. Hello, check.
All this time directly into the hands of the bowler. Once again, there is a toss. Only 3 runs conceded in this one. Last ball to follow.
So we are back for the chase of 250. Kingsmen into bat. Kingsmen winning the toss and putting Sloggers Kerala Super Kings. All the batsmen barring Ratish Rajan doing really well. Hari Krishna out on 99 of 50. Azim Ashraf 99 of 49. And Faisal Ahmed 25 of 11. Just 2 wicket takers in the entire innings of Kochi Kingsmen. So we are here to witness the chase. The 2 batsmen in for Kochi Kingsmen is Arjun K. Ramesh and Jeff Insad. Starting the proceedings for Sloggers Kerala Super Kings is Faisal Ahmed. With 512 wickets from 481 games so far. He starts off, he beats everyone to start with by signals in the very first delivery. So it's Kochi Kingsmen starting off with a bye 4. It's Faisal Ahmed to Arjun. A quick single off the pad towards the square leg fence. It's just the square leg, a quick single run. It's signal leg byes. Runs the edge to come off the bat. It's a bye in the first and a leg bye in the second. but it all counts as long as the score keeps ticking. It's 5 after 2 deliveries, chasing a mammoth total of 255, the highest of the tournament so far. We are witnessing the Tranquil Developers YOUSELECTS Indian Premier League, and that's a first ball duck for Jeffin Saad, hitting straight to the cover fielder, straight into his hands. It was a well-timed shot, but too well-timed to pick the fielder. The lone boundary rider in the offside, straight into the hands, and that's a good catch taken by Shafiq bin Ashraf. That's the first wicket to fall in the form of Jeffin Saad on not. Score on 5. They lost their first wicket. At the score of 5, Jeffin Saad walks back without troubling the scorers. A fast bowler for Jeffin. Faisal Ahmed amongst the wickets in his third delivery. So it is Jeffin Saad that has to walk back on the first delivery he's faced. He had timed it very well by picking the fielder, the lone boundary rider in the offside at covers. The new batsman is Matthew George, replacing Jeffin Saad, who's back in the hat without troubling the scorers. Score on 5. They lost their first wicket, 3 balls into the first over. They're chasing a target of 254. Target. So Matthew George hitting it up in the air. It was straight to the point fielder. He spills it. He spills what could have been the second wicket of the over. Could have been back-to-back wickets. Some piece of bowling from Faisal Ahmed over here. He's keeping the pace up. Drive, a well-directed drive in the first delivery, but straight into the fielder's hands. He spills it. Matthew George getting the much-needed life. So he gets off the mark. The first runs of the bat for Kochi Kingsmen. 6 on the board. 1 ball to go in the first over. What a high-scoring match we are witnessing. The target put on board by Sloggers Kerala Super Kings is 255. That's Arjun K. Ramesh chipping it up in the air over the mid-off fielder. Valiant effort. A tough. It would have been a brilliant catch had he taken that. But it was well over the fielder. That's Arjun K. Ramesh getting off the mark with a single there. And that's the end of the first over. 6 on the board. With 1 wicket, Jeffin Saad in the hut. The new bowler is the captain himself. It's Akil Mohan to share the new ball with Faisal Ahmed, who has bowled a brilliant over, conceding just 2 off the bat and the rest coming by extras. It's Akil Mohan to Arjun K. That's hit a low full toss converted into the boundary towards mid wicket. That's the first boundary of the innings for Kochi Kingsmen. Arjun K. Ramesh. Passion. He plays and misses straight. Good comeback delivery by Akil Mohan. It's Akil Mohan into Arjun K. Ramesh. He steps down and plays it up straight to the long off fielder. He didn't have to move a dime. It was straight into his lap. And that's the second wicket down for of Arjun K. Ramesh. So 2 wickets back in the hut for Kochi Kingsmen early in Vauxhall. Last 300 career catches as a fielder. What an achievement for a brilliant cricketer. Congrats on his achievement. The new batsman walking in is Krishnan. Krishnan walking into bat at the fall of Arjun's wicket. A well set field, an interesting one, and he's bowled according to the field. He has the long on and long off in place. So he bowls to Krishnan, who flicks him through the square leg region. It's Sujit giving chase. The ball stops well before the boundary and they complete 2 runs, 2 more runs added to the tally. That's 13 with 4 balls into the second over. They need a target of 241 still to go from 110 deliveries. They need to go over 13 and over to make a mass of this target. That's hit straight to the fielder, no run. Dot balls are like gold for Sloggers Kerala Super Kings at this moment. The required run rate keeps jumping with every dot ball. Played straight to the bowler, good fielding of his own bowling. And with that comes to the end of 2 overs, score on 13 for 2 after 2. The 2 batsmen in the middle is Krishnan and Matthew George. So it's Faisal Ahmed to continue. He is starting his second over bowling to Matthew George. It's an excellent shot, a crisp hit towards the extra cover region. That's yet another boundary. We have seen some good hitting this entire game. Can Kochi Kingsmen pull it off at the chase of 254? Matthew George scoring his first boundary through the extra cover region, which is vacant. So it's Matthew George facing his second delivery against Faisal Ahmed. Coming round the wicket to Matthew. Just guides it to the backward point fielder. No runs. Some good piece of bowling from Faisal Ahmed here. An excellent comeback delivery after being struck for a crisp boundary through extra cover. It's Faisal. It's a one-handed hit, a miss hit, completely squandered by the skipper there. He's missed the catch. Could have been the second wicket for Faisal and the third in the hut for Kingsman. Costly drop. Matthew George, a very young talent, a very capable batsman who can see his team through his days. To the third over. 19 for 2 on the ball. That's it. Crisply straight down the ground. A quick piece of running. Excellent calling by both the batsmen. With that score on to 20. With one ball to go into the third. The required run rate creeping over 13.5 runs per over. They're currently going at 7. .234 runs needed from the remaining 17 overs. So it's the captain Akhil Mohan to continue. So Akhil Mohan to bowl his second and fourth of the innings. Kochi Kingsmen have a mammoth chase of 254 runs so far, the highest score of Tranquil Developers YouSelects Indian Premier League. It's a short ball to start with. Does he pick the fielder there? It's a wideish mid-wicket that has been placed. And just falling short, a tough chance for the fielder there. He gets his hand, but spills it. And that's the second drop of Matthew. Can he capitalize on all these drops? An interesting field set by the captain himself. He's bowling a second over. He's just conceded 7 runs so far and picking up the wicket of Arjun. It's played uppishly. Indecisive calling there between the batsmen. Had the fielder collected it clearly, it could have resulted in a run out. Both these batsmen living dangerously. 22 on the board. 2 balls into the 4th. A full delivery. There is no pace for the batsmen to work with. They have to create their own shots. Akhil varying his pace very well. So far he's bowled well, conceding just 9 with 3 balls into his second over and halfway into the 4th of the innings. Walks down, plays, guides the ball towards good piece of fielding, restricting it to a single. Brings Matthew back on strike. A very interesting field set for the left-hander. They have a mid-wicket and long off. In fact, it's a deep cover that they have for this lefty. Both the straight fielders in the circle. So Akhil Mohan and to Matthew George. It's flicked off the pads towards the mid-wicket, straight to the fielder. Just a single added. And with that, we come to the last ball of the 4th over. Score on 25 for 2. Required run rate over 14 runs and over now. Hitting it straight to the fielder. They're running off a misfield and they make it easily in the end. Always a risky attempt of running for a misfield, but the score pressure is there. So it's Faisal Ahmed to continue after 2 impressive, conceding just 9 and picking up the wicket of Jeffin. He's bowling to Krishnan. So starting off cautiously, he's played 9 balls so far, scoring just 6. The required run rate over 14 now. 228 runs, 96 deliveries. To point. Tidying up work done by the fielder, just a single of it. Brings back Matthew on strike. So it's Faisal Ahmed bowling to Matthew George. Third ball of the fifth over. Good change of pace when being outfoxed over here. Some excellent piece of bowling. They're backing up the effort put in by the batsman. We are in the fifth over of the power play. 27 on board. That's it straight to the cover fielder. Just a single added. That's four. That's 4 balls into the fifth. That's hit like a tracer bullet straight down the ground. No chance for the fielder to get there. That's a much needed boundary this over. They move on to 32 for 2. With 1 ball to go in the fifth. The first boundary of Krishnan. He moves on to 11 of 11. So last ball of the fifth over. It's Faisal. Guide towards gully. Turn to there. No runs to end the over. That's 32 for 2. 222 runs needed of 15 overs is the ask. The required run rate tracking closer to the 15 runs per over mark. The will have to up the scoring rate. They have to chase this target of 254 put forward by Sloggers, Kerala Kings. It's an all Kerala derby again against a formidable side is the Kochi Kingsmen playing. The Sloggers, Kerala Super Kings putting on 254 runs as a target for the Kochi Kingsmen to chase. They were put into bat after Kochi Kingsmen winning the toss, and their batsmen have responded well to the captain. Matthew and Krishnan have to, as the required run rate, Zakil Mohan bowling the third over. That's hit wide off the mid-off fielder. There's no chance he's going to get to it. And that's a boundary to Matthew. Matthew moves on to 15 of 12. 218 runs needed of 89 deliveries here on. 36 for 2. We are in the last over of the power play. That's bludgeoned out of the ground by Matthew. That's the first 6 of the evening from that. He moves on to 21 of 13. Score on to 42 and the last over of the power play of the chase of 254. Are we going to see this game going to the wire? We are seeing a 6-hitting feast. 14 sixes in the first innings, and this is the first of the chase, so 15 in total in this game. That's again hit straight, hits the wicket. That was hit straight down the ground, hitting the wicket. What looked like a certain boundary. Press play hit from Matthew. So it's Akil Mohan to Matthew. Powerfully hit. Straight to the mid-on fielder. Throw towards the strikers and batsman making it convincingly. Strike back with Krishnan to face the last 2 deliveries of the power play. 5.4 overs, 43 on the board. So it's Akil Mohan to Krishnan. Steps down and hits it with fierce power. Bowler letting it go to the long off fielder. Just a single added. Strike back with Matthew, the last ball of the power play. That's hit uppishly. The short mid-wicket fielder interested, and that's the wicket. That's the third wicket in the form of Matthew George, the last ball of the power play, bringing a wicket. Second catch for Shafiq bin Ashraf. A wild heave, top edging it straight up in the air, right into the hands of the short mid-wicket fielder. And that's the third wicket in the hat. In 6 overs, 210 runs needed of 84. So at the fall of Matthew's wicket, invokes Riaz Abdullah, jersey number 13. So we have a change in bowling. Spin being brought in right after the power play in the form of Sujit. Six overs, 44 for 3. The 210 runs in the allotted 14 overs. So it's Sujit to bowl to Krishnan. Starts off with a wide. Score on 45 for 3 after 6. Sujit to Krishnan. He steps down and tonks it straight down the ground. A good shot from Krishnan. Counting 4 more runs for his team, the 4 important ones. This time, he's 9 already of 2 deliveries in this over. Krishnan moves on to 20 of 15 now with 3 hits to the fence. So it's Sujit to Krishnan. Tries to cut it, missing it completely. Sujit to 3. Another that's a full toss. He misses it straight to the mid region. With 1 more to go into the 7. Good piece of fielding there. Yet another dot. It is Riaz Abdullah facing his first delivery. It's VVG being brought into the attack. Spin from both sides. Brings back Riaz on strike. Playing it up straight on the ground. Fielder Riaz Abdul. Hits straight in the air towards the wicket. A dropped catch. Just falling short of him. A valiant effort goes. So it's GG to Riaz. A good effort by the fielder. Just a single that was Sujit there. To bowl to Krishnan. He steps out and tries swatting it. He keeps it slow through the air. A good stop by the fielder. Just one added. That's 5 singles of 5 deliveries. $59 on board. It's to Riaz. Goes for a big hit, completely misses it, and with that we come to an end of the 8th over. Score on 59 for 3. It's a humongous ask here. 195 needed. We have a change in bowling. It is Jermaine Fernandez to replace Sujit. An off-break bowler with 176 wickets to his credit from 166 games. To bowl to Krishnan. He starts off with a no ball, pitching the ball well outside the tram line. So that is totally out of the playing area. It's a free hit for Krish. He gives it the full Monty, but in vain, just hitting it straight to the long on fielder. It's just a single. Riaz Abdullah back on strike. Trying to hit it too hard. Playing it onto his own pads. Dot balls are like gold at this moment for Kerala Super Kings. It's an all Kerala derby here. The Kochi Kingsmen, can they chase down the target of 254? Again trying to hit it too hard, inside edging it. Just missing the stumps though. Towards the fine leg fence. Just a single. That's 2 runs added to the tally. Score on 63 for 3. The Kochi Kingsmen batsmen will have to play through their skins to win this game from here. 191 runs needed of 69. Let's head straight to the point fielder. A wild throw by the fielder, which was not supposed to be a run, which had to be a dot ball. I've conceded a single. So we are 4 balls into the 9th. Score on 64 for 3. Trying to step down, a full toss put down by the fielder. The umpires have checked for height, though the batsman stepping down, but it was 2 way above. A question arises for a check of height. That's a fair delivery. Batsman 2 way ahead of the crease to be called a no ball. Jermaine Fernandez keeping it pretty slow in the air. Hit uppishly towards the long off fence. 1 more added to the score. With that, we come to the end of 9 overs, 66 for 3. 188 required from 11 overs. The required run rate has crept up to 17, just over 17 and over. It's Sujit being brought back after conceding 10 in his first over. 7th over going for 10, in which he bowled. Comes back into the attack. He bowls to Riaz Abdullah. Riaz Abdullah to face Sujit. Straight onto the pads, playing it straight down the ground. Just a single again. A wild throw missed by the keeper yet again. Some backing up work for the fielder there. What should have been a 1 converted into a 2. Kerala Super Kings have been a bit wavered on the field. But they're holding on to the catches. That's the important thing in the end. Wickets matter. It's struck down the ground. That's yet another single. Singles are not going to solve the matter here. They will have to play out of their skins to chase this required run rate. Well over 17 and a half at this moment. Krishnan trying to hit, but picking the fielder. Riaz Abdullah 11 balls 9. Krishnan 27 of 25. Appeal for a caught behind. The ball nowhere to the bat. For an appeal, it's just the flow of the game, putting the umpire under pressure. So Riaz hits it, and that's a misfield from the skipper. Akil Mohan in squandering a hit to the boundary. That's 13 of 13 for Riaz. Partnership for 30 of 25. Krishnan 27 of 25. So that's the halfway mark, 74 for 3. They need 180 runs from 60. They need at 18 runs and over from here on. Can Kingsmen draw first blood by scoring these runs? Both these batsmen will have to play with aggression. Hello. So we are in for the second half of the chase of 254. It is Riaz taking strike against VVG. So that's just a single. Bringing back Riaz up the launch strike. They will have to up the gear here to see through to this target. That's played off the back foot. A biggie. That's power for you. That's a powerful shot. Played off the back foot and tonking it over the long off fielder for a maximum. Much needed one for Kochi Kingsmen. 81 for 3 after 10.2. PVG back to Riaz. He hits it straight down the ground, taking a single, bringing back Krishnan on strike. He's playing on 28 of 26. He will have to up his scoring rate. He steps down and goes big. Is it a catch? Yes, it is. He picks the skipper of the Kerala Super Kings straight into the hands of Akhil Mohanan. That brings the end of Krishnan scoring almost at a run a ball. It has been a tough innings. He was never able to get going when the required rate is well over the 18-run mark. A run-a-ball innings would add no substance. Pressure is on Kochi Kingsmen. You are witnessing the All Kerala Derby between Kochi Kingsmen and Kerala Super Kings. The new batsman in is the demolisher, Miraj Raj. It would be interesting to see if he gets going. It's cricket. We never know what can happen till the last. And it's VVG to Miraj. He goes for a wild swing, very first delivery. Ball turning away from him. A tough ask of well over 18 and over. 172 runs in 55 deliveries. It's going to be a masterclass innings if they're able to pull it out from here. Played off the back foot. Miraj sending Riaz back. That's yet another dot. And with that we come to the end of 11 overs, 82 for 4. They lost their fourth wicket in the 11th over in the form of Krishnan, scoring 28 of 27 deliveries. So it's Revelin. It's Jamin Fernandez to continue. They kept the ball pretty slow through the air, asking the batsman to show some power. And that's yet another boundary over extra cover for Riaz Abdullah. He is cutting loose. Was that a runner ball? And now he is striking at almost around 150. He's moved on to 24 of 16. Both these batsmen have to unleash themselves. And that's a mammoth one towards the cow corner. That's yet another 6 from the bat of Riaz Abdullah. He moves on to 30 from 17 deliveries. Already 10 runs of 2 deliveries so far. So it's Jermaine Fernandez, after being taken for 10 runs of the first 2. Bowling to Riaz, completely misses it. He beats him, all ends up. They will have to need some big overs. At least 3 to 4, 20 plus overs to make a match out of it. He steps down yet again and a maximum again. That's one more 6 from the bat of Riaz Abdullah. He moves on to 36 from 19, striking at 189. $16 runs so far from four balls. Jermaine Fernandez bowling his second over. He's conceded 23 runs and 16 of this over. That's again played uppishly. The bowler calling it and misses it completely. They just complete a single. Looking for yet another big hit. So that's 17 so far. Last ball of this over. Played into the gap. The call is for 2. Miraj rushed to the danger end. They complete it convincingly in the end. It's 12 overs. Score on 101. They need an exact 153 runs from the remaining 8 overs. Almost at 19 and over from here. So it's almost around 20 and over. It's 19.13, the required run rate. They're at 101 for 4. Can these two do the inevitable? Can these two really give that big strikes to throw caution against the wind? Chasing down this mammoth total of 254. It's VVG to bowl his third over. He's conceded just 13 from his 2, picking up the lone wicket. So it's VVG to bowl to Riaz Abdullah, who's on 37 of 20. Played off the back foot into the extra cover region, just a single. It's Akhil Mohanan there. So it's Miraj to face VVG. Steps down, and that's a massive one. That's the first from Miraj. A maximum. He moves on to 804 with the help of this maximum. It's VVG to steps down yet again, misses it, and that's a wide called.
Okay. ചെറിയ ഡൗട്ട്ഫുൾ ആണ്. ഇങ്ങനെ വെച്ചിരുന്നു ക്യാമറ.
A stumping being referred to the third umpire. So that's the wicket of Miraj. He walks back after scoring a massive 6 in the previous delivery. Stumped off VBG, completely missing the line. It's a wide called and a stumping gained.
ലിങ്ക് അയച്ചു തരണം.
Okay. The score on 109 for 5 after 12.2. So the new batsman is Abhijit. Joins in with Riaz Abdullah, who's batting on 38 of 21. 109 for 5. 2 balls into the 12th over. That's the first bowler for Abhijit. He has cleaned him up. He goes back without troubling the scorers. That's 6 wickets for the score of 109. They are chasing a target of 254. So that's the 3rd wicket for VVG. And 145 runs needed in 45 deliveries. It's not impossible, but it's a very tough ask. The new batsman into bat is Anish Vidyasagar, and VVG is on a hat-trick. Back-to-back wickets in the form of Meeraj Raj and Abhijit. Is it going to be the first hat-trick of Tranquil Developers YOUSELECTS Indian Premier League? That's hit off the back foot towards the covers. Just a single added to the tally. Anish trying to be the party spoiler, whereas VVG was looking for his hat-trick. So now it's VVG to Riaz Abdullah, who's on 38 of 21. Let's hit straight back to him, and that's a dot. And to the last ball of the 13th over. Score on 110 for 6. Steps down and plays it towards the extra cover fence. A good stop by the fielder. What was a certain boundary. Pulls it back in, and that's 2 more added to the score. 112 runs after the completion of 13 overs for the loss of 6 wickets. The required run rate well over the mark of 20. They will have to go at 20 and over. A tough ask for the batsman. So it's Shafiq bin Ashraf. Some pace being introduced. What a game, with a score put of 254 by the Kerala Super Kings. They have been on the driver's seat right from ball 1 in the second innings. No batsman really getting going apart from Riaz, who's on 40 of 23. He is greeted with a boundary. Shafiq bin Ashraf. He is bowling to Anish. Anish on 5 of 2. So Shafiq bin Ashraf to Anish again. That's a block hole delivery straight into the stumps. Anish loses his off stump. A picture perfect Yorker executed by Shafiq bin Ashraf. Sees the back of the 7th wicket to fall for Kochi Kingsmen. What a bowler this man is. It's hard to believe he's bowling his first over of the evening. And that's 7 down. 3 to go. 138 runs. 40 deliveries. A tough ask though for Kochi Kingsmen. At this moment it looks like Sloggers Kerala Super Kings on the driver's seat and destined to put on their first 2 points on the table. So the new batsman in is Suraj. $116 for 7. So Shafiq to Suraj, a block hole delivery, completely missing everything there. Misses the batsman, misses the stump, straight into the hands of the keeper. Again, a super picture perfect Yorker from Shafiq. What a tremendous bowler this man is. Misses his run up, has to go back. He's bowling to Suraj, facing his second delivery, yet to get off the mark. So it's Shafiq to Suraj. Can he execute yet another Yorker? That's a wild swing towards square leg by Suraj. He gets off the mark in cheeky fashion with a boundary to square leg. He goes across and swings hard to get off the mark. That's 2 boundaries conceded this over and 1 wicket in the form of Anish. Suraj to face Shafiq again, the 5th ball of the 14th over. So swings and misses yet again. Into the last ball of the 14th over. Score on 120 for 7. They need to inch closer to the target. That's yet another beautiful delivery inside edging it to the fine leg fence. That's 12 runs and a wicket in this over from Shafiq bin Ashraf. Hello, hello.
അല്ല എൻ്റെ അടുത്ത് വിനോ വന്നിട്ട് ഇവിടുത്തെ വിനോ കിങ്സ്മൻ്റെ റിയാസ് അടിക്കൂടെ അവന് തിരിച്ചു വിളിക്കട്ടെ. അവൻ ഒരുത്തൻ മാത്രമേ കളിച്ചിട്ടുള്ളൂ. അവനെന്താ കാണിച്ചു കൃഷ്ണൻ പോയിട്ട്? അവനല്ലേ തിരിച്ചു വിളിക്കേണ്ടത്. റിയാസിനെ പറ്റി എൻ്റെ അടുത്ത് പറയുക. ശരി, എൻ്റെ സ്റ്റാഫൊക്കെയാണ് ശരി. പക്ഷേ എനിക്കതെന്ത് പറയാൻ പറ്റും പറഞ്ഞു? അവൻ മാത്രമേ അടിച്ചിട്ടുള്ളൂ. ആരാ അടിച്ചിരിക്കാൻ? സ്കോർ കാർഡ് എടുത്ത് നോക്കും. അത് എന്നെ കേട്ടിട്ട് എന്ത് കാര്യം? ശരിയല്ലേ? ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞു തിരിച്ചു വിളിക്കാൻ വിളിച്ചു. കേൾക്കണമെന്ന് അതില്ല അല്ലേ? അല്ലല്ലോ വിനു.
So it's VVG bowling his final over of the evening. Hit through covers, misfielded, and that goes to the boundary. So that's yet another boundary to Riaz. He moves on to 44 of 24. So wide. That's 5 runs of just one delivery. We are in the 15th over of the chase. Let's get fiercely. To the point fielder. No run. So it's VVG to Riaz. Goes for a wild heave for a ball outside the off stump. Chased by the keeper. That goes towards the square leg umpire. Just a single added. He moves on to 45 of 26. Suraj to face VVG for the first time. Right over the stumps. He moves and tries hitting it to the fine leg fence. And misses it completely. The ball right over the stumps. So it's VVG to bowl the second last ball of the spell. That's a skyer from Suraj and a catch dropped by Sakir. A wild heave from Suraj, top edging it. The fielder completely misjudging it. Sakir dropping a sitter. So VVG bowling his last ball of the spell to Riaz. He plays it uppishly. Good piece of tidying up done by the cover fielder. Just a single. And that's the end of the spell from VVG. 4 overs, 3 wickets and 32 runs conceded from him. It's been a brilliant spell from him. 3 important wickets. So what a game on display. It's been Kerala Super Kings all over the park. Ever since they put on the total, seen a lot of positivity on the field from them. We have a change in bowling. A new bowler brought into the attack. It's Sakir. Yorker Padanakard, who's brought into the attack. 226 wickets in his career so far. With an economy touch below 9. He's bowling to Riaz. Hits it straight down the ground.
Just a single added. He moves on to 47. Brings back Suraj on strike, who's batting on 9 of 6. It's a floated up delivery, completely missing it, going across the line. And that's wicket number 8 in the form of Suraj. Suraj has to walk back to the pavilion. 133 for 8. New batsman walking in is the skipper himself, Vinu Nair, to join Riaz Abdullah in the middle, who's batting on 47 of 28. The required run rate next to impossible, 26 and over. We will need an innings to the caliber of Salman Faris for people who have seen the Kerala Premier League. He scored an 86 of just 26 deliveries. Can someone play such an innings at this moment? നല്ലൊരു എക്സാമ്പിൾ അല്ലേ സൽമാൻ ഫാരിസ് അടിച്ചില്ലേ 26 ബോളിൽ 86 നമ്മുടെ കേരള ലീഗിൽ. That's an appeal for an LBW turned down by the umpire. Just pitching down leg. It's a full toss hit towards the mid-wicket region. Just a single. Brings back Riaz on strike. Sakir to Riaz. It's a full toss given the full Monty over the mid-wicket region. That's over a 6 over cow corner. With that, he notches up his 50. He moves on to 53 of 29 deliveries. He started slow. He has picked it up. It's yet another 6. That's 6 number 4 for Riaz. Last ball of Sakir, he places it towards the point boundary, and that's a boundary added to the score. The Kochi Kingsmen score, moving on to 144 for the loss of 8 wickets. An expensive over in the context of the game. 12 runs conceded off it. The last 2 overs, one from Shafiq and one from Shakir, going away from 24 runs, but both picking up a wicket in their respective overs. Now it's Shafiq bowling again to Vinu Nair, the skipper, who's on 1 of 2. Full toss. A low full toss. Played straight down. Just a single added. So it's Shafiq to Riaz, who's on 57 of 30. Good Yorker, stepping down and converting into a low full toss. Just another single added. Score on 146 for the loss of 8 wickets. So it's Vinu to face Shafiq. While he completely misses it, sees the ball through to the keeper. 108 runs needed of 21. Score on 146 for 8. Shafiq to Vinu. Inside edging it towards the fine leg region. That's yet another boundary added. With that brings the 150 for Kochi Kingsmen in 16.4 overs. Shafiq carving around the wicket to Vinu. It's an excellent shot, but hit straight to the fielder. Single turn down. Yet another dot delivery. Last ball of the 17th. Shafiq to Vinu. Plays it straight to the fielder. No run there. Rightly sent back by Riaz. That's the end of 17 overs. 150 on the board. They still need a mammoth 103 runs to win. It's the next to win possible required rate that they're chasing after. The only thing that Kingsmen can do is to see through the overs. Faisal Ahmed being brought back into the attack. He's bowled his heart out in the power play, conceding just 15 runs and taking the lone wicket of Jeffin Saad. So he is bowling to Riaz Abdullah, who's playing on 58 of 31. Giving him company in the middle is Vinu Nair, the skipper of the Kochi Kingsmen. A full toss, a pacey full toss, head straight down the ground. Just a single brings Vinu on strike. It's Faisal Ahmed to Winnow. Excellent Yorker, played straight down the ground, hitting the umpire. They complete a single in the end. Faisal Ahmed bowling his last over for the evening. He's conceded 17 runs, 4 more balls to go. A slower delivery and he plays all over it. That's the wicket of Riaz Abdullah. Wicket number 9 down with the score on 153. Riaz Abdullah being cleaned up by Faisal Ahmed. Not before he scored 59 of 33 deliveries with 4 maximums and 4 hits to the fence. So that's the 9th wicket to fall for Kochi Kingsmen in the form of Riaz Abdullah. Faisal being brought back to clean up the tail. He's picked up 2 wickets so far. He's halfway through his 4th over for the evening, the 4th and final over of his spell. Just conceding 17 runs, well below 6 runs an over. And considering a fact that 3 of his overs came in the power play. The last batsman is Arjun P for Kochi Kingsmen. Beating him all ends up in his very first delivery. It's an excellent Yorker, wide off stump. 2 dots. Can he end his spell on a high? The last of his 4 overs. The last ball of his spell for the day. He had showed some good heroics with the bat. And now with the ball. And that's it. He ends it with an LBW. That's his 3rd for the evening and the last ball of his spell, conceding just 17 runs and picking up 3 wickets. Kochi Kingsmen being bundled out of for 152. That's the end of the match and it's a convincing victory for Sloggers Kerala Super Kings by 101 runs. The highest of all the matches that have happened so far. What an opening week we have had at the Tranquil Developers YOUSELECTS Indian Premier League. Kerala Sloggers Kerala Super Kings winning the match by 101 runs. Apart from Matthew George 22, Krishnan 28 and Riaz Abdullah 59, no batsman really getting going for Kochi Kingsmen. They were bundled out for 152 in 18 overs. But talking about the bowling of Sloggers Kerala Super Kings, they have done justice to the batsmen, especially Azim Ashraf and Hari Krishnan. One with 103 not out, the other out on 99. The pick of the bowlers for Sloggers Kerala Super Kings. Faisal Ahmed 3 for 17. It is VVG setting the tone on the spinners. 3 for 32. Akil Mohan and the skipper bowling in the power play. 2 for 24. Shafiq bin Ashraf and Sakir Yorka Badnakad with 1 wicket each have been the pick of the bowlers for Sloggers Kerala Super Kings. That's it from the presentation and the first week of Tranquil Developers YouSelects Indian Premier League.